Hello everyone, my name's Sammy here at OVA, and we are going to be creating a simple overlay in Photoshop today. It's not anything too crazy, it's just simple stock images and shapes, pretty much. And I've already kind of laid out the idea of what I want, but we're going to go ahead and create new. And we're going to choose 1920 by 1080. And our resolution is going to be 300. So we're going to go ahead and create that, and it's going to load up. Alright, so now that we have this open, we are going to pull our stock image for our background right into Photoshop. From wherever you have it saved, just open the file and then drag it in, and then it will let you resize it. It's pretty much the correct size. We're going to make it just a tad bit bigger. Throw it on there. Boom. Get ourselves a wonderful background. Alright, so the next step is we're going to bring in a polygon. So we're going to go to the shape tool. We're going to go to polygon. We're going to go to sides up here. And we are going to make it 8 sides, which is what mine currently is right now. And then we are going to drag in our polygon. Now it can be shifted around and sized in any different way. So we're actually going to hold shift and that will center it for us. Pick a size here and we'll just drop it. And then if you come up here to the top bar, you will be able to change the stroke color. So let's just go with white. Let's make the stroke, I don't know, let's try 12. And then let's grab our move tool. Let's get it right in the center. So now we have a big center piece, and we want to add a few more polygons on the outside of it just to give it a little bit of depth. So, easiest way I found to do this is to right click on your polygon layer and duplicate it. Then highlight this layer, Control T, grab the corner, hold shift, and drag out. And boom. So now we've got 3 polygons and they look pretty even. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take the shape tool again and we're going to do a rectangle. This rectangle can be like any width you would like, but you just want to make sure it goes from the left to the right all the way across. And throw it on there. And it's going to have the 12 px and the stroke of white. So we're going to take our move tool again on this and we're going to just try our best to find the center line here so it's even on the top and the bottom, and we're going to leave that in there. And then the same thing that we did with the polygon we're going to do with the rectangle. So we're going to duplicate the layer. We're going to Control T. We're going to grab a corner and we're going to hit shift. And there we go. Now we have our rectangle and our polygon. Looks really weird because the rectangle's going right through the middle, and yeah, that's kind of like an eyesore to me. So what I'm trying to do is just get the insides of these polygons. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our magic wand tool. We're going to wand select this so that we can click the eraser. Go down to our rectangles and we're going to be erasing them. And boom. There you go. You're set up. We've got our base here, and we're gonna move on to the shading in the middle. So it has a little bit of a difference in the middle. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to take the outermost polygon and duplicate that and bring it down below everything because it wants to be behind. Instead of having the stroke, we're going to turn that off and we're going to turn the fill to black. Boom. There we go. So now it's all blacked out, and don't worry, it's not going to stay like this. So we're going to be adding a little filter to the black here. So make sure your polygon that's filled in black is highlighted, and where it says normal, you're going to click it, and you're just going to hover over all of these different options so you can preview what they look like. For my preferences, we're going to go with soft light. It gives it a little bit of dark, but it's not too much to kind of throw you away from what you're looking at. We're going to be doing the same exact thing for the rectangle. Now, as you guys can see, we have a problem.
Oh no!
We have a stripe in the middle, and that's a no-no. So we're going to rasterize our layer. We're going to click the wand tool. We're going to click on whichever polygon is our outermost one, and we are going to select the inside of it. And we're going to take our eraser again, but this time we're going to click on that black rectangle we created, and we're just going to erase the inside of it. And there we go. So we're going to drop our little logo in here, and as you can see, we have it right here. We don't really want it underneath everything, but it's not a big deal if it's below these line layers, as long as it's not below the colored black in the middle. What you can do is you can make sure you have this layer highlighted and click Control U, and that's going to bring up your hue/saturation. And if this works, it will change the color. So far, most of these do not work. They only go lighter and darker. So what I tend to do is double click on the layer that I'm working on and bring up color overlay. This will change the color, and you have plenty of options. Like I said, it's the whole color wheel, so you can do whatever you want. Typically, depending on the overlay, I try to match the lines that are here, and then I add a stroke to it to set it apart from everything else. And that looks pretty good. Then you're going to want to make a new layer, and this one will be at the very top. And you're going to add text to it. So we're just going to put your name. So you can either highlight this whole thing with the text tool, and you can sit here and mess with all of these sizes until you find the right one. Or you can Control T, and you can just drag it out until you find the size that you want. Now that we have this here, we will double click on our name layer. We will add a stroke to it. And you can also add a drop shadow. I do like adding drop shadow to my lettering on overlays, but it just depends on what kind of overlay it is and if the drop shadow is going to look good or if it's going to just take away from the whole aesthetic of the overlay. Alright. And now the only other thing you would need to add is some type of text in the middle, right? So we'll go with currently offline. And that's it. That's all you gotta do.
That was easy.
You just repeat the process and find something that you like, and then once you're ready with your design, all you have to do is change the lettering in the middle to currently offline, be right back, starting soon, stream ending, just chatting, intermission, dance time. I don't know, whatever ideas you have, you would just change the text in here and you'd be good to go. We're gonna move into the other parts of the overlay, and that's gonna be the webcam and just chatting screen. Alright, so for our webcam, what we're gonna do is we are going to take all of these lines and just get rid of them. So now we just have a blank screen, and that's really all you need for a webcam layer. Then you're gonna want to add a new layer. Add a shape of a rectangle. And you're just gonna wanna size it. How thick do you want the borders in your webcam to be? So I want mine to be just a little bit thicker. We're gonna take our move tool, we're gonna find the exact center of this. And now we've got this black square in here. We don't really want that, right? We want a transparent background. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the wand tool. We're gonna select this. Now we're gonna hide the rectangle so we can see what we're doing. We're gonna go to our background again, click the eraser, and we're just gonna erase all the inside of this. And you're done. And now you have your webcam border. Now, this is, like I said, this is very simple. So it is just a rectangle that goes around your cam. There are plenty of designs and things you can do to pop out on your camera, but we're not doing those in this video.
Yes, queen!
Alright, so for the next part, we're going to be making a just chatting screen. And this one is very simple. What you're going to want to do is that webcam border that you made, you're going to want to grab that. So we're going to Control T, and we're actually just going to move this around until like we find a good spot. So like a little bit closer to the edge, and then boom. This is where our webcam is going to sit on our just chatting screen. We're gonna actually add chat to our just chatting screen. So we're gonna duplicate this layer. We're gonna go to Edit, Transform, Rotate 90 degrees clockwise. We're going to Control T this layer, and we're just gonna make this smaller. We're gonna bring it kind of next to this guy, and we're gonna make this smaller until it matches the exact height. Once you figure out what you want, again, you want to go to the wand tool, select the inside, go to your background, and erase. Select the inside, go to the background, and erase. Then you'll remove the background, and you will remove the outline of the webcams. And boom, you're good to go. Now it takes a little bit of finagling. As you can see, these lines are not exactly center here, so it takes a little bit of finagling to get them perfect, but you will get them perfect, trust me.
Perfect!
And then here you will add just chatting. And I'm gonna Control T, and I'm just gonna make this thing big, and it's gonna sit just right here. Then we're gonna grab stroke, and boom, that's it. You're done. You've got a webcam, you've got a just chatting, you have starting, ending, and be right back. And that's all you need to know to make an overlay on Photoshop. In a future video, we're going to be making the panels that go along with this overlay, and those will be editable as well. I will have a link to this overlay below, and you guys can grab it and use it for your channel. Just remember that if you are grabbing this overlay and pulling it in, you will need Photoshop. I appreciate everybody for watching. If you guys do have any suggestions on overlays, panel styles, backgrounds, fonts, colors, schemes, anything that you would like to see made or how to make, please leave a comment. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on the bell if you would like notifications when my next video gets posted.